Good morning, gang. Happy Saturday. So, I thought I'd talk about something that we all hold close as a prep, and that's self-defense items, if you will, and primarily firearms. So, today I had, being Friday night here for me, Saturday morning for you guys, but today I had gone up to the local shop and had picked up a new piece to add to the collection, if you will. And so while I was waiting for checks to be completed and paperwork to be done, you all know how that goes. You got a half an hour to kill there waiting for everything to come through. And so I was talking to the guy behind the counter, and I wanted to know basically what they are seeing in regards to ammo. Now, we all know that there's been a ammo shortage, and then also the prices of ammo had gone completely ballistic through the roof. Okay. And so I wanted to see if there has been any breather for those of us that are Pro 2A. And what he told me wasn't that unexpected, but it's worth sharing. Okay. And so, we started off, we were talking about what was going on with the whole Russian embargo, if you will. And, both of us kind of laughed at it. We all know why that was done. That was to penalize Russia for poisoning Navalny. Like steel case ammunition is a big part of the Russian GDP, right? That's who cares? Like the guy said, and I've said this, I made the comment to him, I was like, yeah, big deal. They ship it to Germany and, then it gets shipped from Germany here. Who cares, right? He's like, yeah. He goes, or even better, he goes, I got so much Czech surplus ammo, no problem. So, so we're talking about steel case, basically 7.62. And he was like, yeah, for the most part, no problem getting it. And I'm not an AK guy, so I wasn't overly concerned about it. So I was asking about other stuff. We talked about what the cost was for a steel case, and he was getting an arm and a leg for it for 7.62. He was still getting 75 cents a round, and I kind of laughed. I'm like, that's why you got so much of it, because you're way overpriced for the market. Okay, like nearly or like basically double. But so I asked him. I said, so what are you finding no problem to get, and what are you finding difficult to get? And I know, and everybody else knows that the reason that we had a shortage and, supply and demand, prices went up and there was a shortage, was because there were so many new gun owners in 2020. Okay, I think it was 21 million background checks were done in 2020, which was a record for gun ownership last year. 2021 ain't far behind. I mean, April had 4.69 million background checks just done that month. That was a record month. Or was it March? I think it was, no, it was March. I'm sorry. March was 4.69. April was still 3.51. So, figure there's 8 million background checks that were done in 2 months. Okay. And if the record is 21 million, multiply 2 times 6, 12 months. Okay. 8 times 6 is 48. That would be double. So there's, still a lot of gun purchases going on. And what I did notice at the store today is they were fully stocked. I mean, rifles, pistols, any caliber you want. Manufacturers, that was a little different. I looked through there, and I mean, they had your Rugers and your Glocks and your Smith and Wessons and your Berettas and your Walters and everything. What I didn't see any of the pistols was a CZ, which of course is my favorite. Okay, but again, then in rifles, I mean, they had everything from the Stag Arms to, all the way up. You climb the mountain, anywhere there you want in regards to any weaponry on the rifle side. So, there's plenty of weapons to be had. So, obviously the weapons manufacturers haven't slowed down any. They probably ramped it up too. The ammo on the other side, he told me, the common calibers, okay, whether it's 9mm, 22 long rifle, 22 LR, 45 ACP, those he could get. Maybe not as much as he wanted and everything he wanted, but he could get it. 223, 556, no problem. 762, no problem. Then he was saying, 308's coming, but that's because it's deer season. And he said, but, trying to find things like 3030 or 10 millimeter or something like that was few and far between. 38 special. He says, if you get 38 ammo in, he might get a couple of boxes and it'd be gone in a heartbeat. That was it. So the common calibers were easy to get, which goes back to what we talk about all the time as a prepper, is what you should be buying is the common calibers. And whether you're an AR guy or an AK guy, okay, the 601, half dozen of the other. There's going to be plenty of those. Those are pretty much your two platforms, 556 and 762. But, when people start buying the off-size caliber pistols or rifles or anything like that, remember, in an SHTF situation, you're also not going to find that ammo. It's not going to be laying on the ground somewhere, which is going to be part of the way you are going to replenish if there's any sort of firefight, is you're going to clean up afterwards and see what's left. You will pick up weaponry, you will pick up ammunition and any other supplies you get from a defeated enemy if there is one. Not going to do you a whole lot of good if everybody's coming at you with 9 millimeters and 5.56 and you're sitting there with the 10 millimeter and you go, okay, I just found myself the better part of a case of ammo and I can't use any of it. All right. So I started taking a look around and just to see how prices were. And you guys probably remember it wasn't maybe spring that we were paying, or at least they were asking. I won't say we were paying. Pretty much $1 plus a round for pistol ammo, for rifle ammo, whatever. That was the shortage that we had. So I took a look around, and in the interest of not being accused of trying to sell something, not by you guys, but by our host, I'm not going to post the links to where, but y'all know what AmmoSeek is. You can go check that out, okay? And, then there's some other places I looked. I've mentioned before some of the sites that I use. But, so I was able to find, 5.56 rounds, brass, okay? Best price I could find was 54 cents a round, okay? Not bad. I was able to find remanufactured brass at around 47 cents, so still good. 7.62 steel case. Now, guys, remember, for an AK, run steel case through it. That's what the gun was designed for. Okay, the thing will run filthy. Don't worry about running steel case. You're wasting money running brass through an AK. All right, so you can get your tool ammo, your Wolf, your Red Army Standard, whatever it would be, at about 37 cents a round. So not bad. Okay, still not where we were a couple of years ago, but not bad. 9 millimeter, I could find down, where was this one here, as low as 31 cents a round. Now, granted, that's reman, but even then, still good. 45 ACP is still expensive. That's still coming in at 70 cents a round. I couldn't find anything cheaper than 70 cents a round for it. All right. So prices of, and 22 long rifle. When I was talking to him today, 22 LR is what they were asking in the store today was 11 cents a round. That's steep for 22 LR. So, you can start to find some affordable ammunition. You're just going to have to look. Whether you're going to get it at the local gun shop, whether you're going to get it at a gun show, whether you're going to get it online, however you're going to get it. But you're going to have to look around. But there are good prices to be found. So, take a look. The one thing I'll say, and there's probably a lot of gun guys that will disagree with me, but I'm going to say this anyway. Everybody always wants to go with fancy. Oh, I've got to get the green tip, or oh, I've got to get the hollow points, or whatever it is. And I laugh because then they take hollow points out and go shoot at paper targets or shoot at steel targets. Why? Why are you spending more money? I mean, a hollow point on a paper target is a waste of money. Why are you going to spend an extra $5 or $10 a box for rounds to shoot hollow point ammunition at a paper target? And a paper target doesn't care. All right. Again, remember this: when you're shooting a target, you're putting a hole in a piece of paper. Use your plinking ammo, no problem. Save the more expensive stuff, if you will, for a real case scenario. But even then, and this is me personally, okay, because like I said, some gun guys are going to disagree with me. And, I look all the time, carrying a 9 or something like that. Oh, I only put hollow points in there or whatever. Okay. You get hit by a 9mm ball round, or you get hit by a 9mm hollow point, you're probably done. Either way. A ball round, a plinking round, if you will, is still going to put a hole in, and it's going to come out with a bigger hole on the exit. Okay. You're not getting extra credit for the amount of damage you do. And there ain't a whole lot of people who are going to survive, tap, tap to chest and head because, oh, gee, I didn't use a hollow point. Save yourself some money, guys. Don't worry about the hype. I mean, I know you can go watch the videos and it's like, oh, I just put a hole through this pop bottle with the planking round. Oh, I just blew up the pop bottle with the hollow point round. Great. Either way, the pop bottle is dead. Don't worry about it. So, look around. There is ammo to be had now. There is good deals depending on the caliber you're getting. But when you're looking at what to buy the stuff that is going to be for the platform. Well, if you're going to buy a platform that is going to be a common platform. I will say that first. Okay. But when you go to buy the food to feed the platform, don't waste your money on it. Find good deals, and then, rather than the tactical, I've got the green tip, I've got the, whatever would be, think about what you're going to use it for, and think about how effective it's going to be. All right. You don't need the round that, oh, this thing will stay a great trajectory for 1,000 yards. Unless you're a sniper, I don't think you're ever going to be taking a shot at 1,000 yards. Okay. Especially with, your AR, your AK, or anything like that. Maybe with a 308, sure. Okay. At that point, you better have a good scope too. So just something I thought I'd bring up. We haven't talked about it in a long time, but with everything that's going on, it might be a precious metal to pick up on. Get a little bit more while you can. Have a good Saturday. Been well out.